This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
Hey, welcome back to the show live from Costa Rica. We have our dear friend, Sabrina Clark. How are you?
I'm well, Jill. How are you?
Amazing. Not as good as you. Tell us where you are, what you're doing. This is so exciting.
So, called Sarah to step up, staying with the dear Sabrina, and she is hosting a dog trainers retreat.
Oh my
So there's
goodness.
several of us here, and we've visited 2 animal rescues, and we're sprinkling in some self-care. And today we're going to have a roundtable discussion about ethics, and I'll be sharing the Zoom of that on my socials.
Yay! And when did you arrive down there, by the way?
We arrived on the 7th.
Amazing. And tell us what you're doing
Yeah,
down there. For those that don't know, you're really from Hawaii, and that's why I can't tell the difference. I'm like, it's so beautiful here.
I know. It does look pretty similar. I will say Costa Rica is amazing. Their biodiversity is out of this world. And next week we're going to be at the Osa Peninsula, which has like 3% of the entire world's biodiversity.
Oh my goodness. Wow,
I
wow,
know. It's
wow.
going to be amazing.
All right, what else do we have for today? I mean,
But the
introduce,
focus of this part is just on dogs.
tell us. You are breaking up a little bit, but
Well,
it's as expected.
I own Balanced Obedience.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm on Wi-Fi. We're going to do our best. This was the best I could do.
It's
I have
fine.
an echo, but I'll just listen to myself.
All good.
Okay. Um. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's the mic. If I put it over here,
Try it. Sure.
that's a little better. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So this is put on by Pure Vita Pups, and Sabrina has dog training experience and lots of dog training connections. And we actually have Kelly Dunbar here as one of our keynote speakers, and that's related to serious dog training and the Association of Pet Dog Trainers. So this is a big time player, and we're going to be discussing ethics of dog training. This ethics. I live a lot of that. So that would basically be a regulatory taking of every dog trainer that uses anything that causes stress to the dog. And the nice part about this trip so far is that we're all learning to make friends, and we went and visited 2 rescues. Are we connecting okay?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Uh, the first rescue was on 300 acres. It had about 70 dogs, and we went on an ATV tour, and a handful of these dogs went with us, and they were just running on this hot, rocky road, tongues hanging out, having a great time. We were out for a long time. We come back, they have water, they chill out a little bit. And then we got on horses and went and did a horse tour. And these same dogs came along, which was phenomenal. They were all happy. They're definitely athletes. And I'll be sharing the websites on my socials. I did make a donation to both of these. The one we went to today is smaller, and it's located in Samara. And they do a lot of community outreach for spay and neuter, vaccines, tick prevention, and rehabilitating dogs that have fallen out of good health.
Yeah.
And that was amazing to see. So I'm getting ready for our group session here in about 20 minutes. And I feel like I'm a little bit of a sacrificial lamb, or at least the odd man out, because I named my business Balanced Obedience before balanced dog training was even a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now the group I'm here with is pitted against that group. So by my business name alone, I'm like spearheading that whole side, which I would say I don't train with e-collars at all. And I consider myself to be a really pretty soft trainer. I use mostly gentle touch of the hand and energy and clear communication and pack training to help train the dogs. I consider myself to be a very soft, intuitive trainer. But to have myself put into this category where they basically want to make this whole style illegal, very interesting. And so I'm sure I'll have a summary to give after it. And I'll be sharing the Zoom link on my socials, and I'll do a summary thereafter of my perception. And I will say that I plan on running retreats for dog trainers who want to build their businesses and skill sets outside of this zone. I already have a couple of the trainers come up to me and say, oh, even though I'm this purely positive kind of trainer, I do want to learn how to use these more aversive tools so I can help a larger spectrum of dogs. Because on that end of the spectrum, basically what you're left with is their methodology. And if that doesn't work, then you would do veterinary assisted medication to kind of calm the dog down. And then they would then prescribe, if the dog continued to be too much to handle, behavioral euthanasia, which is called BE for short. And it's not something any dog trainer wants to recommend. And so I really feel like that issue is at the crux of the entire ethics.
Yeah.
What other questions do you have for me?
Well, I mean, I can't believe I mean, it must be so beautiful where you are. So, besides what you're doing today, what other events do you have lined up here that's helping all the animals out?
Oh, okay. So for this tour, I think we've visited the 2 rescues. There's a third one that has like 1,200 dogs up on top of a mountain, but they're closed to the public and they're very
Okay.
popular on social media. And I'm curious as to why they closed, but nobody really knows. And so we're going to opt to go to a macaw rescue instead. So the big red scarlet macaws, I'm sure you've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's a rescue about half an hour away from here. And we're going to do that. I know. And then honestly, we're just doing fun. We're going to go down to Osa. We're going to do some whale watching. It's interesting here. They have both the southern and northern humpback whale populations
Really?
meet at Osa Peninsula.
And this
No.
and this may be a naive question because you're talking to someone who's from the Northeast, right? You in Hawaii and now in Costa Rica. What type of dogs are popular where you are? Like, and you right, because all dogs act different in
Oh,
different
that is a
weathers.
great
But
question.
say it again.
I said that's a great question. Yeah, so they look like they're kind of a mix of hounds. There's some cattle dog mixes. Looks like some shepherd mix, a little bit of terrier in there. So they're all kind of a straight coat, sleek coat, bicolor, tricolor, houndy looking dog. So that's the typical dog that's here. So this town boasts that they have no stray dogs. So there's dogs that are free and they kind of cruise the beach and stuff, but they're being
Aw.
cared for, adopted, and they're fixed. And they have a home if they want to go there, but they just can kind of cruise on their own. So I think that's really different by modern American standards. But that's how it used to be. My mom used to say that where she grew up in the country, all the dogs every day would leave the house the same time the kids did, and they would go out and do dog things. And then they would come home in the afternoon when the kids came home and eat, be with the family.
Yeah.
And then if a dog broke a dog law, let's say, sadly, a dog killed livestock,
Ah,
they would execute that dog in front of the other dogs
what?
to
Oh,
kind of to teach moral standards.
wow. No, I get it, but
Um,
ah.
I know. So that's why we like to keep our dogs in homes so they don't have to make moral choices like that.
Mm-hmm. And you look so beautiful. What's the weather like there right now? How hot?
Oh, it's pretty balmy. I would say a little warmer than Hawaii. I think we're at probably like 88 degrees or so and
And
a little bit humid. But yeah, there's a nice breeze. We're in the dry season. When we first got here, the wind was really whipping. We're gonna go play in the water tomorrow.
Oh,
We can kayak over to this island. I'm gonna show you.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
show me.
So there's the island right there.
Wow.
Yeah. And then there's a surf spot over here.
I'm
Yeah.
so jealous.
So I'm here with Mike, and he's learning about the different styles of dog training.
Hi, Mike.
He's interested in, yeah, he's over there laying out in the sun. We're gonna eat some ceviche pretty soon before we go up to the.
And what's the plan when you return home? Let's figure this out. What happens when you go back home? What's in store for you? Have
I
a
am gonna
lot.
hustle.
Oh,
I
of
have
course you
everybody
are.
waiting for me. They're all so sad I'm not giving my group classes. They're like, oh my gosh. So I did my first pub social. We had about 15 dogs show up at a pub,
Oh,
and they laid under the table while everyone ate burgers and watched the ball. So I'm going to do another one of those on March 15th.
okay.
And then on the 17th, I'm off to Vienna.
Oh my gosh. What's in Villetta?
I'm going with a friend of mine, and then she's so kind. She's taking me on this once in a lifetime tour. And we're going to go to Vienna, Amsterdam, and Switzerland.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
I
Good. You
know.
got to take some
I'm feeling
personal
pretty happy.
time. You do a lot for these
I know.
animals
Well,
that you love and care for. My gosh. And you continue to do so
so
much.
much.
Do you FaceTime
We're
with
going to
some of
go
them
back to
back at
the.
home?
No. I just check in with the staff. They're well prepared. I have lots of people helping. And we're going to go back to the big island of Hawaii to work with the service dogs
Oh,
in May.
how long does it take to work with a service dog? At what age do you get them? And how do you know if it's a dog that can be trained to become a service dog? What are like how do you figure
That
that out?
that's a great question. So they're basically assessed all throughout their development. So you start assessing them around 7 weeks of age. There's something called a Volhard temperament test,
Ooh,
and you usually start with that. And the puppies that pass that will be reassessed about once a month. And sometimes, sadly, you still flunk them out towards the end. You're all done with the training, and sometimes they just don't have all the skills that you need them to have, and they may just end up being flunkies. So most service dog organizations have a pretty low pass rate.
really? I didn't realize that. And what type of dog qualifies to be a service dog?
Yeah.
What type of breeds?
There's no specification. Any type of dog can be a service dog.
Even like a little Chihuahua?
Uh, if you think about it, you could have a Yorkshire Terrier or a Chihuahua that could be a seizure alert dog,
Okay.
or a heart alert, or an allergen detection.
Wow.
And they're kind of nice, especially for the ones that for the heart, they can carry on your body and really feel you.
Mm-hmm.
So the small dogs can. And then the big ones are harder, but we do need bigger dogs for mobility, for people who use a vest that has a brace on it. So they can use the dog kind of like a moving cane.
Yeah.
And so those need to be big, sturdy dogs. And they're a little harder to travel with. But the whole idea is that the dogs are trained to mitigate a disability of the handler.
Amazing. Well, also, when you
Yeah.
get back, besides
So the average train time is about 2 years.
one more time, the average what? It takes 2 years?
2 years to train a service dog.
Wow. Didn't know that. All right, thank you for that. What else did you want to share about your work as a trainer, as a specialist? I mean, there's a lot to talk about.
There is. I know. Well, I would say it's been really great coming down here and seeing how well the rescue dogs are treated, and that how Costa Rica is evolving towards spay and neuter and treating the dogs like family instead of just like an animal that you have out in the yard
Mm-hmm.
or tied up, things we don't see in the US so much. So there is a progression of the culture here, and how the individuals that are working with the rescues are integrating with the culture here. So they're not being judgmental or attacking, but it's supportive. And I've seen kind of the same evolution living in Hawaii.
God bless. Well, let me ask, I mean, is there any other animals that are qualified to become service animals? Is it just dogs? Is there any other breed of animal that people do train to help others?
There's the miniature horse, which I used to
Really?
have, and people used to always ask me like, "Oh, are you?" Yeah, I did. He was. I had him for 20 years. So cute.
And
And he's a little
what are they?
stallion. So everyone was always asking me like,
Oh, sorry, we're jumping it. Go ahead, go
"Are
ahead,
you
go
going to
ahead.
breed? Are you going to breed? Are you going to breed mobility service horses?" Because they're really small and they have a diaper, and then the person leaning on them can put on much more weight on a horse than you can a dog.
Wow.
But do find that horses are a prey animal, and they're a little harder to train, and they can be a little more prone to spooking in public spaces, and they're a little harder to housebreak.
What do they specialize in
I
normally? A
never
lot of
wanted to go to
them.
horse riding.
What do they specialize in
Just
helping people?
mobility.
Just
So
mobility. Okay.
yeah, just mobility. They're not trained for anything else.
Got it. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. And to be pet free. So now that down your visit, you're at a hotel, so you have no animals with you. Do you have any at all?
The woman that we're staying with, she has a beautiful little papillon and
Oh,
two gorgeous cats, and they went hiking with us up in the rainforest. And then
nice.
she also has a rescue dog that she's been working with for the last 6 months.
Oh my gosh.
I
Amazing.
know.
Amazing. Well, what
I
else?
know. So Jill, sadly, I'm going to cut it short today because I have to walk back up for
Oh, go, go. It's
my
okay.
next station. It's all good, but I'll be posting all this on social media. You can check me out at Balanced Obedience and our websites, which are worlddogfoundation.org
Perfect.
and balancedobedience.com.
Go, go enjoy your time. Thank you for making the time to still be here for us today.
Okay.
And best of luck. We'll see you next time. Bye, hen.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.